Oh yeah, this is IMAX.
Save our planet, not your glasses. Please return your glasses after the show.
Crazy. That's weird.
You asked for me. I don't get it, okay? What went wrong?
I used to be like you. Until I opened my eyes.
We'll show the world a better way forward. You may be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers. Wait for it. We're on the brink of war. Come and get me!
Bro, I'm not even gonna say the N-word, you fucking black guy!
The very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
You're live with King Matt.
But now we must adhere to the principles of our democracy. We must let the wheels of the Senate turn.
More troops are needed.
We must not show weakness!
The Republic cannot afford to let the Separatists gain any more ground.
The Senate is expected to vote more executive powers to the Chancellor today.
We cede control of the banks to the office of the Chancellor.
What if the democracy we thought we were serving no longer exists? And the Republic has become the very evil we've been fighting to destroy.
The Chancellor is not a bad man. He's watched out for me ever since I arrived here.
Everything is going as planned. O Tyrannus, you have done well.
May our people be free and safe. Long live the banks!
This war seems to be drawing out with no end in sight.
I want this terrible conflict to end. When it does, I guarantee an immediate return to democracy.
I was framed because I know the truth. The truth about a plot, a massive deception.
You are the man called Tyrannus?
Guide the creation of the clones from the beginning. Dooku did. Sith control everything. You just don't know it.
Organic chips make us do whatever someone wants.
Every clone.
Protocol 66 must not be discovered by the Jedi.
We must direct our attention to the war. Been fighting the battles, the bloodshed. Already lost we have. There's no justice, no law, no order, except for the one that will replace it. Designed by the Dark Lord of the Sith, this web is.
The Council suspects Darth Sidious is the Sith Lord who orchestrated the Clone Wars and played both sides of it from the beginning.
He is behind everything. In the shadows, always. But very soon he will reveal himself. Each day, we grow closer and closer to victory.
General Grievous, move the Separatist leaders to Mustafar. The end of the war is near.
But the loss of Count Dooku.
Kill him now.
His death was a necessary loss.
With Dooku gone, we've lost a vital link to understanding the mystery of Darth Sidious.
Win the war swiftly. We must. Before our enemy's designs reach completion.
Soon I will have a new apprentice.
This war is destroying the Jedi Order. I feel lost. There are things about the Force they're not telling me.
They don't trust you. You must break through the fog of lies the Jedi have created around you. Only through me can you achieve a power greater than any Jedi.
You're the Sith Lord.
Learn to know the dark side of the Force, and you will be able to save your wife from certain death.
No one will stop our plan.
I need him!
To execute
What's happening?
Order 66.
The day of victory is at hand. The day of revenge. The day of the Sith.
The war is over! Lord Sidious promised us peace!
The Republic will be reorganized into the First Galactic Empire!
You cannot stop what is to come.
All right, we are Bizak. I'm getting clipped off in the screen. What I do? I gotta sit lower. No, I gotta lean back on it. All right, we are back with another one. Let me just fix this. Let me get big. Maybe I'm not. See, I ain't cut off. At least I ain't cut off, man. Let's go. Got the raggedy shirt on. Oh, brother. About the Hulk Hogan this show. Alright. You are now live with King MattTheGod. Back with another philosophical, intellectual, like esoteric, maybe a little esoteric in there. But we are back. What I got for y'all today? What do I have for y'all today? Y'all see it. Y'all see the title. What was the title? I be making these joints so fast, putting this shit together so fast. Yeah, it's over the last couple months, even starting from when Star Wars Acolyte came out, and I was watching that show, and it was getting destroyed by the critics of like, it's just on that bullshit and too woke, too left, too liberal, too mentally ill. Like, these niggas just be tripping out there. And I start getting like a premonition, like, bro, because in the show, I'm gonna show videos of people breaking it down and explain to it. So if anybody that's Star Wars fans and watch the Acolyte, they know that they portrayed and painted the Jedi and the Jedi Council was bad. It was kind of that vibe, like they had the boy Soy, whatever his name is, Soy. That just sounded sweet, like Soy. They had him playing like the main Jedi through the whole series, and he was kind of creepy. How he was after one of the twins, and he really wanted to. He was like not a borderline obsessed. Like, oh, I've got to save her. I've got to free her. Like, leave him alone. They with their mom and shit. Like he just was a little extra thirsty to recruit her and be like, oh, she's like oppressed and they're creating children with powers, so we gotta take them. Like what type of system come and take your kids and type shit going on here? Like, so it was kind of painting him kind of a little creepy, like the way he was talking in dialogue. Then he had it all woke with the like the bald-headed green Jedi master. She kind of seemed like she was kind of corrupt too. So that basically they painted the whole series like they was corrupt. Like, but it's weird because what was her name? Leslie Hanlon or whatever the fuck her name is. It was she was assistant to Weinstein, and everyone's breaking down how she kind of like got off the hook and like not Weinstein. What's the boy name? Yeah, Harvey Weinstein. Why they all got this weird name? Epstein, Weinstein, Pedalstein, Freakstein, like. All right, so all right. So it's curious to how she was the writer to a lot of this and the producer to a lot of this. Disney put her in control, or Star Wars, whoever put her in control. It seemed like she put a little bit of her woke agendaism. Like, you know, they always gotta be some weird ass woke agendaism instead of just sticking to the characters, just giving us some lovable characters. You gotta be all like, yeah, this character, he likes the same sex. Like what? We trying to see the lightsabers and shit like sparking, and you talk about what this person like and what that person like, and some weird, you know, they got the agenda of like they totally cut men out of creating these special Jedi kids or special, you know what I mean, with the midichlorians and stuff. But I mean, they ain't need no man. They artificial inseminate them. They just thought them up. Like, so you already know how they pushing for that agenda. Like, we don't need no man. We created this without no man. We're a society of women, no men, making babies somehow. Like, all right, but back to topic. So as I was watching that series, it started rolling me down this thing, like, and I started picturing how Palpatine rose to power in that last speech before he was like, we're gonna turn this into the galactic empire, and he was all hyped and like, and I'm like, yo, that shit like Trump. But it was like, but not in like a bad way, like, shit, we need some discipline. He just dropped the hammer on motherfuckers. Like I mean, they acting weird out there. Like, so it's kind of, in my mind, I'm kind of like, yo, bro, was the emperor right? And like, and we were looking at the Jedi Council as, oh, they're good and everything, but they doing some weird corrupt shit behind the scenes. They'd take your kid if they find out they got powers. Like, damn, you just come and take my kid. Like, you come and groom my kid. You shit, like, you come, you swat down and you just start grooming my kid to believe, yeah, you want to leave with us. Like, hey, yo, get the fuck away from my fucking kid, yo. like shit was getting real creepy in the Acolyte. It started putting this perspective of how the Jedi always land somewhere, or they find some kid. They gotta be young. Oh, they gotta be young. Busted. Like, they gotta be young and impressionable, and then you convince the parents to let them take you. It sounded like the music industry to me. It sounded like so, like, oh, your kid can sing, your kid got talent, yeah, give us to them. And 20 years later, your kid is fucked up. They was doing something to him. Shout out Justin Bieber, man, that's fucked up. No, I mean, but yeah, man, So I started putting the two together, and I always wanted to do this for months and months. I'm like, I want to do this video, bro. Like, is the Jedi evil? Like, is the Republic was right? Like, so when it started applying to me on the Democratic level, because you know the Democrats on that weird freaky shit, like they on that weird, they in your kid ear, like yo, that shit making me bad. I'm trying to laugh at all they in your kid ear and shit, like what? Destroy somebody. I don't even care if that's my kid or not. Like if I see some creepy adult in the kid's ear, like yeah, don't you like? You probably don't you want to be the other gender? Like you can be whatever. Man, I might just come clothesline that motherfucker. Like yo, get the fuck out of here. All right, so I start associating like, so is the old Republic Jedi or the Council or how we look at the Jedi kind of like the Democrats? Like looking at them like y'all on the surface y'all say all right, but y'all doing some other shit, like some freaky shit. So I was like, let me just knock this video out. So we gonna get in a little longer to it, and I might play some Acolyte videos first. But think about that. Is that a weird theory to y'all? Like this whole time, because that's how it feels with the Democratic Party. It feels like this whole time we've been led to believe we was on the right side, on the good guy side. And then all along, like, we needed the Republic to just drop the hammer. Cut all that weird, freaky shit out. Like, cut all that fucking trying to groom the kids. Cut all the fucking shit out. Like, yo, like, maybe society needs to be oppressed a little bit. Like not like, just gotta be oppressed morally sometimes. Like that's why a lot of people don't actually. It's pretty fucked up what they do in like North Korea and some of those pocket countries where they just, you can't have no internet, you can't really have your own personal opinion and different things. Like, well, look what happened when you do. You give motherfuckers total freedom. The whole fucking country go to Sodom and Gomorrah. Like, so maybe we need a little oppression, like a little moral oppression, like to get our moral compass right. Like, but I'm not saying like Trump and the Republicans on some oppression shit, but just the strictness of, you would call it strict, but it's more natural. Like, why are you doing all this deviant behavior? Like, because for the most part, a lot of us see the Democratic policies as kind of deviant, debaucherous behavior, but it is what it is. But let's go explore a little more into my crazy mind and my theory. Let's see what I got for y'all. I'm chilling on a Sunday night. Is it Sunday? I'm on the run from work. Need to get my dumb ass back into work. I'm about to fix this camera. I'm gonna leave it alone. Leave the camera alone. Alright, let's go. What we got for y'all today? I got some videos correlating. It was just like lining up like, yo, something ain't right. Like, you were the chosen one. I meant to get that clip of Anakin when he'd be like from my perspective, the Jedi are evil. He was spazzing. Like, I should have got that clip of that scene. Like, all right, let's hit you up with some YouTube. If I can even get YouTube up. YouTube, where you at? This guy, he talking about the Acolyte. Let's see what his channel went. I give him a shout out, like, cause I ain't shit. I be letting what I compose my theories on do the talking for me, and then I elaborate into it a little bit. All right, so who is this guy? Who is this? Michael Knowles. Well, he started going a little bit, so let's see what he say.
Okay. And I asked him to do this because I saw this story that Star Wars had gone super lib. And I know that he's a big nerd and has been following this all very closely. And we covered it on the show a few weeks ago. When I say it's gone lib, I don't just mean a little cheeky line here and there. I mean, they've now inserted pronouns into the Star Wars universe. And they had a whole episode about lesbian space witches making an IVF force baby through some kind of galactic surrogacy. We're talking real news, political, relevant, lib stuff. So now, in episode 7 of the new Star Wars show, The Acolyte, they've gone much, much further. They have turned the Jedi, who were supposed to be the good guys, into the bad guys. And they've turned the lesbian space witches, who sometimes make themselves look like weird gas smoke demons, into the good guys. Here's just a quick scene that's been going around the internet.
Okay, guys, this is it. The biggest deal of the year is here. 50% off Daily Wire Plus memberships for Black Friday. And this is such a perfect time.
Brainwash.
So for those of you who are just listening, the lesbian space witch turns herself into a black smoke demon thing. And then the Jedi, apparently there's an Asian Jedi now. The Jedi pulls out his lightsaber and stabs the smoke, but the smoke is apparently still sort of corporeal. And then the baby that was created without a father cries out, "Mom."
It's what she wants. It's what she wants. She chose you.
And then she falls down dead, and the kid's really upset.
I mean, I kind of like the Acolyte a little bit. Like, they had so many opportunities to go the right direction, but they just kept going the wrong direction. And I think that's what really pissed the fans off. Like, it had so much potential, but y'all just kept, like, to be honest, they really didn't even have to have some new Force-sensitive twins or something like that. So everybody clowning them like y'all basically just ripped off the original Star Wars plot. Like, you come with no originality. They could have just went like straight, don't have the twins, and just made it about the Jedi Knights that was right then. Like, and maybe had like one Jedi that was probably getting corrupted, young Jedi was getting corrupted, maybe towards Plagueis or something like that, or whatever the main antagonist was. They ain't have to be on some rip-off, cheesy, just steal the idea. They could have just had it about fucking the Jedi that they showed, like the Masters, that a couple appearances they showed. Like, that'd have been dope. Like,
so the lesbian space witch, for those of you who weren't able to see it, lesbian space witch is there, gets a kid somehow without a father, doing occult weird spells. In the modern age, we would call this IVF and surrogacy, where you just like purchase a child on the open market. And the Jedi realize there's something not quite right about this. So then the Jedi break the Jedi code, according to my nerd producer, and they go to kidnap these girls, which it's not the sort of thing that the Jedi would do. I guess a parallel in history is that Christians, want to. We have a great commission. We want to make disciples of all nations, but we don't do it at the point of a sword. Despite what the libs say, that's basically never happened. I mean, there are a couple of examples you could point to in 2,000 years of Christian history that was frowned upon by the theologians. That's usually not how it happens. And
Crusades was definitely out of control. So let's just skip over that, buddy. Don't go in too deep.
And certainly, the Christians have, since the very beginning of the church, opposed, baptizing children by force, say. That's always been opposed by the church. And you might say, well, I don't know, that way you could baptize the kids and then they'll, have the opportunity for eternal life. But the church has always recognized the family as a good and natural institution, and so you wouldn't violate the parents' wishes. Apparently, the Jedi had a similar kind of code, and so this new show violates that. The Jedi are now kidnappers, I guess. But then the craziest part of this is the lady, the lesbian space witch, turns into a big smoke demon with scary eyes and big black smoke. It was obviously threatening the Jedi. The Jedi stabs her, and she goes, "I was gonna let her go. I'm the good guy. I just Manichaean view of the universe," and it's really easy to understand at present age, is that, hey man, there's really no such thing as good and evil, T-Mobile. If you're talking off now, The economy. It is.
You were in Star Wars, would you be on the light or the dark side? Dark side.
Yeah, 100% dark side. Dark side user right here. So sorry, but the dark side is Claire.
It just is. The dark side is pleasure, biological, and temporary, and easy to achieve. The light side is joy, everlasting, and difficult to achieve. One is selfless, one is selfish, and you want to keep them in balance. What happens when you go to the dark side is it goes out of balance, and then you get really selfish and you forget about everybody. And you...
I really like the gray Jedi code. The gray Jedi code, and like I am just kind of a diplomatic person.
The best parts about Star Wars is there is no good or evil. It depends on what side you're standing on, truly. You know what I mean?
I would be both. I guess I'd be gray. You know,
it being able to access your emotions, but using your emotions for good.
Because when you get selfish, you get...
All I'm getting from this is kind of like those wokish motherfuckers, like they trying to flip it. some weird shit. Let's go to something else. Y'all get the premise. I thought he was gonna talk about how Soy, his name's Soy, Soy Boy Jedi was acting kind of like out of control, like kidnapper, trafficker Jedi
in false religion for all of history.
He didn't go into deep of that, but Bull definitely was doing some weird shit.
Wars Acolyte is finally over, and I officially...
Look at this thumbnail. I know y'all probably can see it. Let me see. Make sure y'all see it. Jedi creeps.
Where's their father? They have their father. We don't have a choice. Osha wants to do it.
Osha is a child.
She is old enough to know what she wants.
I did not bring the girls into this world so we could lose them to a bunch of deranged monks.
It is not your decision. It is mine.
Deranged monks?
I carried them.
I created them.
And what happens if the Jedi discover how you created them?
The Acolyte. I've already done the review for the first 2 episodes.
Who is this little guy?
If you are interested in seeing how this wonderful and tantalizing adventure began, you can check out there first. But here is the 3rd episode. And I gotta say, if even Forbes is saying this is disappointing, that says a lot. So it says they're on Brendok 16 years earlier, and we're in a forest with what looks like a yellow willow tree. And we see a child version of, I'm guessing, Osha. I mean, they have to continuously say what their names are, so we understand which twin is which. Although one of the twins does have a slightly bigger jaw than the other. If you really look, I mean, maybe this is a trick of the eye.
That's fucked up. It was close. They not twins. You can obviously tell they're not twins in real life. I mean, they could be twins. I mean, one came out a little like pudgier. Trying to get where they talk about soy boy.
What is it with these Disney programs showing little girls as total sociopaths? I mean, it's not really a good look. It's every single one of them. Remember Echo? She killed the bird, and they always have like so much anger in them. Making them look so freaking creepy, to be honest. Maybe, I hate always bringing this up, but as someone who was groomed as a kid and was prey to those situations, that is the same way that the pedos would speak. They would say that same thing, oh, your mom, she's just overprotective. And same way my uncle used to speak also. Whenever my mom was like, oh, do something and blah, 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 don't worry, it'll be our secret. You know, it's all about what you want, it's okay. And in the moment, you feel like, wow, he's treating me like an adult. He actually cares about me, he sees me, he cares about what I want. Even though my mom was a little bit overbearing, I will give him that. But that's the same kind of tactic that people who are predators use to prey on kids, because they know that kids are impressionable and they already can win them over when they're like, oh, it's just what you feel. It's not about what your mom says. It's not about the danger that you could possibly be put in and this whole other world that you know nothing about that we're trying to shove you in. Just say what you feel, honey, because they already know she wants to be a Jedi. So it's easy to turn her against her family. That shit is so disgusting.
I was younger than you are. When the Jedi tested me, I was only 4.
I was young as you when I had my first kiss. That's what it's giving, bro. That's what it's giving. I understand if nobody else feels that way. Maybe it's because of my experiences, why I see it through that lens. But I just feel this weird sensation crawling up my spine because that is the same behavior, the same verbiage, the same everything that predators would use on me to get what they wanted. And I'm not saying that only predators do this. People who are like, oh, the way you're talking to your child, you scolded her? Oh, that's abuse. They try to do that to me with CPS too, to take me away from my family when some personal shit happened that really wasn't that, and the teachers and the guidance counselors spun it way out of control and made it seem as though my parents wanted to kill me. Like, that whole shit that triggers me so much. And then the thing is, when they take you from their families, they don't give a shit about you afterwards. Now, I'm not saying this is the case here with the Jedi, but that's kind of what it's giving. It's really, really a disgusting tactic, and it shows that they have no respect for the parents or for the family. Like I said, I could be wrong, but please tell me what these witches are doing. Aside from them forcing their kids to take the ascension thing, are the kids in any actual real danger here? Because I feel like that's important information that we should be privy to. Really?
Yes, but I knew I was different from my family. The Jedi saw how special I was.
Oh my god, that's so creepy. It's the same language. Oh my god. Damn, that's creepy. Holy shit. What in the world? Did this person who wrote this had an experience or something? Because, dude, it feels like they wrote this because they hate Jedi. Like, why would you put the Jedi in a position where they come off like child predators?
And I can see that in you, Osha. I was very scared to leave my family. But when I joined the Jedi, I found out there were many other children like me.
There are other children there? Oh my god. Why are we rushing this? Like, I get the Mandalorian with baby Grogu, because he had no one, and he was probably like way older, he's a different species, so things probably work differently, I get it. Then how does consent work in this universe? I'm confused. How does consent work in this universe? Because on one end, it's like kids make their own decisions with life-altering situations where they're taken away from their family. This isn't freaking Pokemon. We're supposed to be based in reality somewhat, right? So in this future or these other galaxies, do these kids, can they make this decision at ages 8 to 10, which is what looks to be her age group? And if that's the case, then their parents can't say jack to them then. If they can make their own decisions, why were their mothers even disciplining them at that point? At that moment, they could have been like, fuck off, moms. You can't.
Yo, why is she spitting like this? I'm gonna go to her shit and subscribe to her shit. Altario.
That's what to do. I'm old enough.
Altiori. I'm definitely, because she fucking cooking, right? She just cooking like. I'm just sitting in the motherfucking in the restaurant, just she back there cooking it up. Yeah, she got some hot shit. All right. Absolutely true. What a lot of the critics were saying, and especially when you really, after you hear the critics point it out and you watch, you be like, oh my god, like, and it make you think like, damn, was it biased? Because sometimes you look at the episode reviews before you actually look at the episode, but it'd be like, nah, bro, like I said, like she said, did the writers hate the Jedi, or was they? It make me think they was in some deeper. Was trying to reveal some deeper information, maybe about Hollywood, or that's why I was associated with on a political party like the Democrats, because these are all type Democratic type policies, like shit, snatch you away from your family if you give some type of weird way. That's weird, because back in the day, our mothers and fathers, our parents used to always give us like kind of instructions, like don't be acting too crazy out there, because they gonna be like say if you discipline your kids, you spank your kids. I mean, shit, back in the day we get the real whoopings, like the whelps and the like the real whoopings. This shit, these kids always whip me or something, like, nah, we was getting the real whoopings, and it made it stronger. But it would still be a vibe, like, don't be going to school and be like, oh, I'm gonna get whoopings and beating you getting whoopings because your ass bad. You about to. Most times, good parents is whipping their kids when they doing something that's gonna mess up their life, endanger their life. Like, it ain't just like, oh, I'm whooping you because like you spilt your drink and shit. Like yo, like you didn't look before you crossed the street, like I'm about to whoop your fucking ass, cause cause I don't want you in danger or hurt. Like I don't want you making the wrong decisions. Like, all right, but for the most part, like I said, everybody was looking at this shit the same way. Like, so that shit had my mind down a rabbit hole. Like, damn, is the Jedi evil? Was the Republic right all along? Like, what's going on? Like,
Where is their father? They have no father.
Still, the Rock will still be there. The most that really know Jack.
Mama, I'm sorry. Stop. Listen to me. Destiny is not decided for you by an anonymous force. You get to make a choice, Osha. If you want to pull the thread, then pull it. I'll never see you again.
What thread?
You won't. Fear should not make this decision, Osha.
Why can't she ever see them again? Or that she can't visit? And is this her way of disowning her or something? Like, oh, well, if you make this choice, you ain't gonna be part of us because we're gonna lock you out of the coven. Isn't that manipulation as well?
You should. I want to be a Jedi.
Should those be like the parents that be offering up their kids? They offer up their kids to the music industry. I say, better not be my car alarm. But yeah, they offer their kids up to the music industry. They offer their kids to fucking pastors. They offer their kids up to like all the weird gender agendas going on. They be like, yeah, like the parents be acting like they straight, and they be like, yeah, I just want to take my kid to a pride parade. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, like, bro, stop. Like, it's like you offering your kids a sacrifice. Like, them kids, them parents is weird. I was telling people about like them Hollywood stars. They'd go adopt some kid in Africa. 5-10 years later, that kid is in a dress and it's looking like they sleeping with the motherfucking kid. Like, the shit weird. Like, yo, what the fuck? Super creepy shit going on. Like, it's like corrupt the kid, confuse the kid, and then have your way with the kid. Like, straight fucking. I'm trying not to get too bad. Like, all right, predators. Hope that wasn't a bad word. YouTube, don't hit me up. Oh, I clicked on it. I mean it. But yeah, she was cooking. Yeah, like I said, I'm subscribed to her. Let me go subscribe. She was cooking. So that's why I said my theory was, I'm pretty sure, dead on. I'm probably gonna be on this live.
Have you ever tried to visit a website only to have
minutes.
like 90% of it taken up by ads? Pi.org is
commercial. I subscribe to her shit. Algorithm probably gonna send me a couple videos for a couple weeks. I'll see if she's worthy. But she was cooking though. Altiori? Ontario. But it will be O for the E. Ontario. What? This shit making me dyslexic. Alright. Let's go back. See, these are just some search videos that popped up when I was like, let me check what the Acolyte talking about. What theory was on the Acolyte, because it was weird. He was saying something.
And then likely confuse others who may read the articles. I even get the impression that some like to maybe intentionally misconstrue things in order to come up with, well, with some pretty horrible takes regarding the Jedi in particular, probably done in an effort to get attention, to get clicks on their articles because it is a hot take, or they are maybe written by those who want to see Star Wars become something that it is not, and that I would argue it should not be. For example, one of these articles that I read, and mind you, I read maybe 24 of them. Yesterday, I kind of just ended is unconditional love, and that you could even say again. And though, sure, you could make an argument that in the real world we all fall somewhere between the two extremes, somewhere between good and evil, with no one truly epitomizing either one. That even the very worst of us is not evil in the sense that they are literally a manifestation of malevolence. In other words, there is no dark side in the real world, only things that we deem evil because of how heinous they are and how they go against our moralistic views. But I would almost argue that's not only one of the reasons why Star Wars is kind of so appealing to so many, that it is a battle between the manifestation of good and evil, but it is something we can benefit from, or almost sort of need, perhaps. That it sets an example of true evil that all too often resembles ones we do see in the real world, while also showing us, or should be showing us, examples of genuine, undeniable goodness or virtue. It shows us, through the Jedi, or should, an ideal that might be kind of unattainable, yes, but it is worth striving to be more like. We could all stand to be a little more compassionate and selfless, like the Jedi, which no doesn't mean I think we should try to literally be like Jedi. Again, they represent this sort of ideal, not an actual code or way of life for us to try to live by. And if we all were a little more like them, it would make the world a better place for all of us and help bring balance to it. Because balance is, as I have tried to argue before, it is goodness. It is people trying to help one another and work and live in harmony, which was another thing many of these articles that I read just did not understand. They do not understand balance.
Alright, it seemed like he's for the Jedi. Like, he was like trying to save them as much as possible. Like their ideals are good. I mean, ideals probably good, but what are you doing behind closed doors type? Like, that's why they say people rather voted for someone they know who they are, they know what they stand for, not someone that's say one thing and doing one thing behind closed doors, or passing one thing, or you ain't transparent. It's creepy. Alright, what was I about to look at? Like, it's creepy. It was creepy. Definitely gonna get slammed. YouTube gonna slam me. Like, gotcha. Like, gotcha.
And the Jedi rebellion has been foiled.
What's happened?
The Chancellor's been elaborating on a plot by the Jedi to overthrow the Senate.
The remaining Jedi will be hunted down and defeated.
Bro, don't that sound like Trump now? Or the way the motherfuckers is on the run. Oh, we moving out the country. These motherfuckers. I don't want to live in no America. That Trump is the president. We out of here. Looking like Diddy Crats on the run. Like, these Diddy Crats on the run. They talking about. and Trump not saying that, but we know, like, he's saying the remaining Diddy Crats will be hunted down. It's over for you weirdies and you freaks, you fucking groomers. It's over. You already know the fucking those clips that's been going around of Trump saying he's shutting down all the men and women's sports. He's shutting down all the teachers trying to groom women into, groom teachers trying to groom children into weird gender ideology, and they supposed to be going there to learn about fucking ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Like, he's shutting down a lot of that weird shit. And the remaining weirdos will be captured.
What's happened?
The Chancellor's been elaborating on a plot by the Jedi to overthrow the Senate.
The remaining Jedi will be hunted down and defeated.
The attempt on my life has left me scarred.
Like, bro.
And deformed.
That's another reason why. I swear this video that I'm doing live now is a long time coming. Because when they try to assassinate Trump, I thought about it again. Like, this motherfucking live stream that I want to do. Like, just of this, like, comparison, this feeling. Like, it feels like the same thing. It was like the 10th of my life. on my ear. It's left me scarred. Yo, this shit is the truth right now, bro. They tried to kill Trump. They tried like 3 times. They should have electrocuted him, like. Well, I mean, he electrocuted himself. Because Mace Windu was blocking that shit. But this shit too funny.
The attempt on my life has left me scarred and deformed. But I assure you, my resolve has never been stronger.
Oh shit. That's exactly how it felt too. It was like, oh, they fucked up now, like. And that's how the fucking the liberals and the lefties was looking like. They was madder than a motherfucker. The girl lady in the back, like, looking like they know they failed on the assassination attempt, so they just like didn't get him. And she just mad as shit, like, damn, we tried to get him. That'd be funny. I should have, if I really worked on this video, I'd have put Kamala face on there. I'd have put Kamala face right on there.
The attempt on my life has left me scarred and deformed. But I assure you, my resolve has never been stronger.
And that should be me. Going around slicing and dicing.
In order to ensure the security and continuing stability, the Republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire for a safe and secure.
Yo, I ain't shit, cause it's like every time her reaction, I'm just picturing Democrats' reaction, like the days after he was elected, like that was their reaction. Yo, that was their face, like they was like, oh no, oh no, this is horrible. Like the end of our crazy freakazoid. My freak party is over. Like, oh no. It's over. He gave a look too, Anakin.
In order to ensure the security and continuing stability, the Republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire for a safe and secure society.
I felt like he should have been saying for a safe and secure borders.
Empire for a safe and secure society.
Borders. Clap it up. That's how we was clapping it up. He mad as shit. Oh, commercial got me. Commercials gonna get their money. They ain't playing. Alright. I'm fooling around. This shit too funny, man. So what y'all think? I think I'm crazy as always. I do too, but I ain't never been wrong. Be crazy as shit and it'd be like a year later everybody be like, yup, posting all the shit I was saying a year before. It all comes to light. Could that wouldn't it be me more my quantum mind, like what I'm thinking, I'm projecting, and the rest of society's projecting something, and all of a sudden that's how it is now? Or is it really how it is? Because y'all need to catch up, man. I start realizing this shit that I'm talking about in this video like a year ago. Like, this shit was... And then when the Acolyte came on, I'm like, yo, this shit really... And then you start seeing how the campaign was going, and we started digging deep into the different policies on both sides. We just like, yo, like... And I came to realization, like, Palpatine was right, man. Like... And I'm mad that I had this music on the whole time. I hope it wasn't too loud. It probably was messing up the theatrical effects of the fucking Star Wars clip. But shit, it might help YouTube not fucking strike me. YouTube gonna be like, oh, you playing copyright shit, huh? You niggas sweet, huh? Come on, YouTube, please don't hurt me. Be nice. Alright, but what do y'all think? Just wanted to let y'all in my brain for a second. Pause. So check me out, know what I'm saying? Subscribe, check the other Jones out, because you know them Jones is crazy. They all crazy. This was Trump. They tried. That's Kamala. I should have put Kamala.
Hey,
yeah, we are.
Why ain't no way? Why ain't no way? Why ain't no way? Why ain't no way? Why ain't no fucking way?